Welcome to the second intermission, our continuing coverage of the Stanley Cup playoffs on Sportsnet, presented by Rogers. So, Chris and Craig were saying that next goal feels like it's going to maybe decide the game. But the only thing I would say, right, is the Nashville game when Zadorov scored. I thought Vancouver closed out the series.
Right.
Never over, especially in these tight games. What about the goal of Nylander?
Well, Chris was also saying this is the loudest the building's been all year, in his opinion, and it's been a very sloppy game and not a whole lot to cheer for. And Leaf fans were waiting for something, and they finally got it because of an icing. So this is going to be the two fourth lines against each other, third line if you want to call them, but they're really the fourth for Toronto. McAvoy's going to ice that, not even trying to really make a play. So now, 101 coaching, out come your big dogs, 1 minute left. You got the fourth line out for Boston, and here comes Nyes, Nylander, and Tavares. And it's finally a play where the lead player, and it's Nylander, you expect him to make plays, but instead of just cycling it down low, he holds onto the puck, a couple tight turns in high ice, and he beats a player. And that's the key. Beecher can't cover Nylander one-on-one in the open space. He just can't. Maybe not yet. And I know they get a lucky break off of McAvoy, but that whole play comes from the icing, the coaching decision to load up, and then Nylander holding on. No, Guy Boucher, it wasn't a face-off play. It was from Nylander holding onto the puck there and making a play.
You know, there was a shot earlier of Jim Montgomery telling his players to change, and basically all game long it had been a hard match. It was the Marner line against the Marchand line, and it was the Tavares line against the Pastrnak-Zacha line. But you show right there, like that one moment that changes the game, that icing gives Toronto the chance to get the line advantage, and they score.
It's like McDavid on the power plays. He just skates through everybody and then makes a play. So when you have that speed and talent. By the way, that's Nylander's, sorry, Kelly. Sixth career goal in the Stanley Cup playoffs in elimination games. So that's pretty clutch.
He got some help. McAvoy, like you mentioned it. I mean, I feel badly for McAvoy because he's been a beast tonight. Unbelievable, especially in the second period. He's been given credit for 9 hits. And this was at the beginning of the game. Maybe interference, but he got away with it. But he's just been all over the ice. I love his poise with the puck, trying to get pucks through. Now, the Leafs have done a wonderful job blocking a lot of his shot attempts, but look at this maneuvering. He had that nice attempt right there to Pastrnak. The big hit on Camp. He's done everything that you can ask for a big defenseman, big mobile, hard-hitting defenseman, and you know guys like that, he's going to try and make up for that play in which he had the puck go in off him.
You know what I like about McAvoy? He doesn't just hit guys, he hurts guys.
Yes.
So he's one of those guys, if you're a forward on the Leafs, you're aware when he's on the ice, because he's not just going to bump you, he's going to go right through, he's going to hurt you.
Everybody agree, though, it was leaning by Kempf. It wasn't a dirty shot, a forearm shiver, or an elbow by McAvoy.
It was close, but no penalty, so I'm good with it.
It was one of those where the puck, you're racing for the puck, and you're going to kind of go, but then you're going to hit the guy. And and Kempf was lunging for the puck. It's kind of a borderline dirty play. I did it all the time.
Right?
Amber on Wendell Clark.
Exactly. Yeah, that's another good example.
Look, one of the biggest moments in this series looks like it's going to be the switch in goal. Joseph Woll taking over. You know, look, everybody watching this game saw what happened. Boston took about 30 minutes to get going. And then once they got going, they really got going. Shots in the second were 13-8, and the chances were excellent. He had to be really good in a lot of traffic, a lot of misdirection, a lot of bounces and strange deflections, and he was excellent. And before they score the goal there, he really saved them. And it's kind of been a wild playoff. The NHL record for fewest shots in a win is 10, which has happened twice, but 4 times this year we've seen other teams close, and Boston was pretty close through 2 periods, although they're now losing.
Boy, the Leafs power play continues to kill them. They're now 1 for 20, and they just don't look connected. Now, every single time, they're losing more confidence. Here's Riley weaving through the neutral zone. He has no support whatsoever. That puck is easily intercepted. He's looking for a bump back, but nobody's around. Then they're starting to make some hope passes. You can see how Boston likes to pressure simply because Toronto's not making any plays whatsoever. Here's a bad dump in. Bruins are all over that. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. Here's a really good play by Carlos. So that's the other thing that Bruins are doing well, taking away the Leafs' confidence. They're hitting hard. This was the only good play maybe on that power play. Nylander, but then McAvoy did a really nice job taking away that stretch pass.
Great crowd in that second period, but you can feel the nerves. Like, you really can.
You can see the nerves in the hockey. It's been some of the sloppiest hockey we've seen all playoffs, but it doesn't matter how you win. It just matters the win, right?
Great drama.
Let's go back down to the rink. Trent Frederick now with Kyle.
Trent, another night where offense and shots on goal are hard to come by. What are you seeing through 2 periods?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we did a better job there the last 10 minutes or so. I think start putting on a little bit. I thought, we're not a team that shoots a lot anyways. We usually shoot when it's high quality, so we started to get some there at the end. And, they had a nice shot there that went in. It's something we need to do.
You guys are still a veteran group. How do you go about resetting here in this intermission after the late goal against?
Yeah, I think we just keep playing like we did the last 10 minutes. I mean, they get one there, off an icing and kind of you give them a little credit. He makes a good shot, and that's something we need to do. And I don't think we have any worries in here.
Thanks, Trent.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks.
Ron.
Thank you, Kyle. As you observed, Kelly,
Wow.
he doesn't seem nervous.
Not at all.
So they got leadership qualities for sure.
Right? Maple Leaf Square, downtown Toronto. The Happy Leaf faithful, it's 1-0 for their team on Hockey Night in Canada.